Disobedient Alpo. You hard-headed Po. You turned your back on your master. The same master who gave you a second chance to life. Meaning, now that's your God. You didn't finish out that contract. You owe 30 plus years on that witness protection program. And you broke the rules. So therefore, your contract is canceled. There ain't no coming back from that. Yeah, you remember the time you was riding in the van and they told you, yeah, in the room they told you, you can go back to jail. But once you got from under them cameras and under that recording, they told you, it ain't no more going back to jail. If you don't hold your end of this contract and do what we say and tell us when you move in and all that there, game over. And they thought they could trust you. They thought that they had a deal. They thought they was working with a businessman. Because you was a businessman before you became a killer, right? Or did you let your ego take over everything and you feel like you can step over everybody that you come across again, like you the same old Alpo in Harlem? See, the thing is, Po, yeah, that could work in the streets, but now you fighting giants. You fighting the elite, not no more demons. So, see, you can handle the demons and they know you can. Nah, it's a bigger level right here. It's a new devil right here. And it's out of your control. It's out of your power. And there's nothing you can do but just lay there and die. Yeah, so all that you wanted to die and all that there, that's cap. Your ego too big, Alpo, to think like that. Yeah, you think you can't be touched, Alpo. You think you can do what you want to do, Alpo, to think like that. You will never think like that. You will look at a person who think like that as weak. Come on, people, don't believe that. He's too cocky. His ego too big to think like that. So, of course, a blogger would say that if they befriended him and got cool with him. Of course, they'll say that. It just sounds entertaining and it can bring a lot of viewers in. And it do fit a story like Alpo's. And a guy like Alpo would think like that if he was a weaker guy. But nah, but for YouTube and entertainment world, it's believable. But nah, not in the streets, in the real world. Somebody who really know Alpo wouldn't believe that though. Just because somebody know that death is coming or it could come, that don't mean that they ready to die or they want to die. Come on now. Somebody like Alpo, if he really thought like that, he'd just crash out and then get killed by a suicide cop or just get gunned down when he crashing out type. If he want to, he ain't gonna just go out like lay down type. Come on now. See, Alpo and that contract, did it tell you to go back to Harlem and try to be Alpo again and tell your story again and stick your nose in new people's business and befriend new people and mess up different plays and connects that people got going on? Did it tell you to do that? Did they give you permission to do that? Nah, because nobody don't got to get permission for Alpo to do anything. Alpo can do what he want, just like they can do what he want. Like pull the trigger. Like it don't matter what you think you are. It don't matter what you done. Only the streets feel that. But the elite, yeah, they done seen way more monsters and deal with way more monsters than you. You just a demon. You'll never get to that status, but they own. And know you'll never be able to survive the shots that they'll throw at you. They put special type of bullets in there to make sure you die, to make sure you don't survive. Yeah, you might be able to throw some drugs out and crash into a police car or whatever, or crash by a police car. That's it. You bleed out. You knew better than to cross the new master that you got, but you still did it anyway because you don't care about nobody but Alpo and what Alpo think. Yeah, and you lucky you ain't had no loved ones in the car because they would have got canceled too. Or you lucky none of your friends was in the car because they would have got canceled too. Understand? So now the footage of your death should be placed in the Hall of Fame with the rest of the dudes who crossed the government and got crushed. And your footage can be seen on the dark web. And yeah, they enjoying it. And you got to be a special type of person to get up in that room. And it costs a lot of money. Or you got to have the right pass to get up in that room and see that video. And they'll never come out. Understand that. It's bigger than death. You heard what East G said. You sold your soul to the right devil, but you crossed the wrong devil. I thought you was a smart man, Alpo. Did you get too greedy? What was it? Was it greed? Was it ego? Was it because you know you could put fear in the streets? What was it? But you can't put fear in the elite. Yeah, you can't put fear in that. You're not a threat to America. You're only a threat to the streets. When you walk in a middle class or a high class neighborhood, the average neighbor don't lock their doors when they see you. You don't make the neighbors run. Yeah, they ain't got no fear in you. You had to do something again. Only the streets will do that. Yeah, you don't put no fear in the righteous world because you ain't put no work in the righteous world like that to get no fear. You a demon on the street level and your master tried to help you and change your life and they was going to work with you and give you a longer life. Yeah, you could have made it to see 70, 80, see Sammy the Bull. You broke the contract and you ain't even try to renegotiate the contract. Like, they can't keep tabs on you. When you know your fetish is for the streets, gonna get all the information on you. You know they're gonna put tracking devices in your cars when you sleep. Like they can't get up in your houses, and when you go and put tracker devices under there, and like you check for it every week or every month or like that. Daddy, come on, man. They could have just put a tracking device when you went to the Halloween party under your truck, and then when you left, yeah, they blocked you off, cornered you off. You died just like Denzel Washington died on training day. Maybe not being at a red light, maybe stoplight, but they made you stop, cut you off. Yeah, executed you. It ain't too much clean hit. Ain't too much. Look good for the video though. Look good. Ain't too much glass everywhere. Ain't too much blood everywhere. Everything left in the truck. Ain't nobody get out the car. Ain't none of that there. Ain't no person they see on camera. Yeah, they see the car, but just fire coming from the car. They ain't need to shoot 30 times, 20 times. Ain't nobody innocent get hit. Thought that you could defeat that. You thought that you can get away from that. You thought that you were stronger and smarter than that. Alpo, the contract stated that you were supposed to get permission for everything that you did. That's to meet new friends. That's to go back to Harlem. That's to blink your eyes. That's to even to breathe. Everything. You needed permission for everything. But the contract was to get terminated. And you knew that before you even started this 32-year type bid. The contract stated you stay in Maine, not become a free Maine and go back down to New York and listen to Gucci Mane. Nah, man. But one thing about it, though, it don't matter if you got 14 bodies, 20 bodies. It don't matter that you came home and caught a couple new bodies or none of that there. It don't impress the government. Yeah, it don't impress. They seen it all before. They done knocked dudes down that got 200 murders, 300 murders, who done killed thousands of people. Yeah, they done took Colombians to war, cartel dudes to war, everything. Anybody you could think of, any devil you could think of, any type of power of a man they can ever have, yeah, they done took them to war. So you think that's supposed to put some fear in the type of dudes that was over your contract, the type of new masters that you got? Yeah, I told you the devil loved you. That's why he gave you a second chance. That's why he let his stronger soldiers even give you a second chance. But you too hard-headed. So yeah, Allah don't want you. Jesus don't want you. Buddha don't want you. They don't want you in their house. You too disobedient. You too disloyal. You don't got no morals. You don't got no respect for nothing. So nah, and the devil, like, I'm through with him, but I'd take him just to see him burn for being disobedient. After chance, after chance, after chance. They'll never learn. Gone.